my old friends and my new friends. I hope you guys are doing well. I know this is kind of weird to do videos up in one day, but my Natasha Denona face palette came in and I wanted to get on here and use it. So my eye look is the Natasha Denona eye palette that I have right here. Oh gosh. Okay, so I have right here. So you guys pretty much know my thoughts on this. I had a lot of issues with that palette before I, finally filmed the video. Tried to film it twice. The look didn't come out. It did come out this time because I set my P. Louise base. I feel like maybe for my lids it isn't good to use a sticky base, because even if it's just barely slightly tacky, because it causes patchiness for me, and my eyelids already tend to make eyeshadow look patchy because I have vitiligo, so the colors don't look the same all over. So let's try to minimize that. Anyway, so yes, I still have to play more with that palette as of right now. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's okay. But right now what we're talking about is the Natasha Denona face palette. And for the most part, I've had really great success with these palettes. I think that they're, I've had really great experiences with these palettes. I have this one. I have her, I think it's the tan one. I have another one that's pink, sort of the same shade, but it's not the like Valentine's-y one. And I really, really enjoy these. And for the most part, I've enjoyed all of her eyeshadow palettes. This is the first one that's become a little difficult for me to use. But so this is what the inside looks like. It is got 2 creams on the top, which has the little divider protector so that you don't get your powders inside your creams, which is true for all of her face palettes that have creams in them. The videos that I've watched about this palette are saying that this, which is true, this is a different formulation than what she normally has. Ooh, but it's pretty. Oh, okay. So we're gonna start out with that, and I'm gonna use a sponge because from what I've seen, most people used a sponge and got the best result that way. Okay, so it is really pretty. It is garbage day. If you guys can hear the garbage trucks or hear a lot of noise, that is what that is. And so I don't know if you guys can see that very well. I can. It's just a very subtle pink. I'm gonna try also with my fingers, see how that turns out. And that gave me a little bit more coverage. Fingers are always really, really good as long as you wash your hands before touching your face. So that's really pretty. Usually what she likes to do, from what I've seen in her videos, ooh, these are they feel so nice. So a lot of these you're not gonna be able to see because they match my skin tone. So there's 2 colors right there that you probably can't see. So this one right here is this shade here. And it is, that's what it looks like. And it does not show up very well on my hand, but my hand's darker than my face. So let's see if I can get this to show up. So we're gonna use a brush. This is just a Sephora Pro Angled Contour Blush Contouring. Number 75. I don't even know if they still have this brush. And so this is Blush and Glow. So this is supposed to be the blush. And then there's a Super Glow Bronzer. This isn't a color I usually use for blush. Like this kind of a color. But it's pretty. I like it. It's very subtle. It builds up nicely though. I don't really, so everyone's been saying that I've watched anyways, that this would be really good for tan and deep skin tones. I think the only one that would be good for a tan and deep skin tone is maybe the two bottom ones. Mainly this one, which is this one here, but I don't see the other two really working for anybody that's really bronze and tan, because these, I'm not that dark and these are barely showing up on me. And I know with the other ones, she tends to like to use a cream and then the glow on top, but the glow that like that I see in these ones, for instance, the Love Glow. So she recommends like going over with this Super Glow, and then, because it's creamy, and then on top of that, like with the diamond powder or the Glow Impact powder. But these are all, so let's forget that finger. So these are all, these two are lighter than this one. So I don't really know how she expects that to work. Glow Cream Base, or was it this? I think she expected you to use this first, and then one of these second. I don't really know. But what I find strange with this palette is that the colors that you would put over the highlight are dark. So how are you supposed to use them as a highlight? Oh, sorry guys. That was noisy. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to go in with the Super Glow Nude. I don't even know where I should go with this. What I like is they dry down. I don't know if this is picking up as good on camera as it does in person, but it's really pretty. Really pretty. It goes well with this palette, the eyeshadow palette for sure. I'm gonna go in with the Super Glow Bronze. I don't know why I chose this brush. Like, this isn't even the brush I use for bronzing. But I don't really know if this is supposed to be a bronzer because it is super shimmery. I'm gonna try to soften that up. So this is the side without and this side with. So I wonder if she is going to switch to this new, more, because these aren't as creamy as the other palettes that she's come out with in the first place. I would describe these to be a lot, they feel very cream to powder. They don't feel creamy when you touch them, but they're very bouncy and squishy when you touch them. Like, it leaves the indents, both the top ones, and then the bottom ones are just, they seem to still feel like her regular formula. I think it's really beautiful. I wonder if she's switching to that rather than the super creamy. I don't know how many of you guys have used the Natasha Denona face palettes, but I have always really enjoyed them. I even have her two big ones. The only thing about those is they're too big. I've had them since they launched, and I don't think I've even put a dent in them. And the first one I bought, because I have them both, like I said, and I have her contour kit. the big one. And the first, like, probably about a month and a half when I got them, I used them a lot. And it doesn't even look like I've touched them. So I prefer these smaller ones. They still have the fun stuff that the big ones do. And I think this looks pretty. You guys will have to tell me what you guys think. If you guys like it, if you guys plan on picking this up. I might have to wash this now because I use this for foundation and for concealer. And now I'm gonna have to clean this up because it's gonna make my foundation and stuff super shiny right there. I think it's beautiful. I think that this definitely would not be that great for a really fair skin tone. And I think that medium would be very, very touchy if it would work or not, because it is darker. I mean, I only use a 220 in the Matte and Fit Me. I use, this is not the color I use for that. In the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie, I use MN5. So my skin tone isn't super dark, and this is showing up on me very, very well. So I think if you're super fair, it'll be a little too dark for you. That's just my opinion. You might still want to try it and see how it looks on you. But I personally really, really, really like this palette. I think out of the two that came out, this is the one that I like the most. So if you were, debating on which one to pick up and you weren't really sure about the eyeshadow palette, and I think the eyeshadow palette's like $15 more than this face palette, I would pick this up. I think you'll get more use out of this if you're my skin tone or a little darker. The eyeshadow palette, like I said, I have a video on it. It's uploaded today. So, all right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. I think it looks nice. This was $55. I think it is limited edition, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. It'll say it on the website if you decide to go and look. But all right, guys, I have to get back to my son because I'm trying to take a nap, but I wanted to hurry up and record this before I didn't have a chance because the rest of my family is gone. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, an amazing week, and a marvelous month, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.